to match multiple patterns. Okay, we are going to match the multiple patterns here with the given patterns which are given in these cases. So case expression is the variable which we are going to match in the given patterns. So this is the syntax of what we have studied previously. Case is a keyword which is used to indicate that we are using the case conditional statement. Then here is the expression. This expression can be a string. It means it can use a number format also. It can use the alphabets also. It should be a string. This string is matched in. Where it is matched? It is matched with all these patterns. Okay, it is matched with, see, expression is matched with pattern 1. There we had in C programming language case 1 colon and the body of the case. But here what we are having? Here we are having a pattern followed by that we are having a okay, pattern 1 2, and we are having a parenthesis. We are not having a colon here, we are having a parenthesis, and commands will tell you the body of that particular pattern what is to be done, and double semicolon will indicate the end of that particular pattern. And to end the complete switch statement, sorry, to end the complete case statement, we are having here the reverse of case. So that is ESAC. So this will end the case here. So one small example we had seen previously. What we were doing, we wanted to execute any one of the command out of the 4 commands. First one was listing of the files. Listing of the files, which command? ls command is used here with a minus l means with the attributes. Next we want to find the processes of the user, so we were using ps. Then we want, if we want to print the today's date, we are using the date command. Then users of the system, if we want to know who are the users currently using the system, then we are going with the who command. Finally we want to quit this program, for that we are having an exit. So suppose if you are not matching any one of this one, that time we want a default case. So for a default case a star is used. Apart from 1 2 3 4 5, everything else that user enters will be matching with this star pattern, and it is telling that invalid option, this will be printed. Okay, echo means it is going to print invalid option. Then what is this, a hash double colon? What is this? Anything which starts with a hash except the first line is a comment. What is a comment? Can anybody tell me? Drop the answer in the chat box. What is a comment? Is it executable? Fast. Comment is not a executable statement. It is just the information or the description given about the statements. So about this statement, the description what here it is given, it's saying that not really required for the last option. See what it is saying, double semicolon. See, for all we are having a double semicolon, but for the last option we don't have a semicolon, means it is optional. Even if you use their semicolon, it does not matter. Okay, it will not be a error, it will not give an error, it will just ignore it. Or they mean that double semicolon is an optional character at the end of the pattern here. Then we are closing the escape. See now what we are doing here, echo. This is a multi-line echo statement. So echo double quotes menu slash n. Menu will be printed. See here. Sorry. Menu will be printed, and the cursor should go to the next line. And what is to be printed there? A list. This all should be printed. List of files slash n. So list of files slash n means it will go to the next line. Similarly, process, today's date, users, quit. This all will be printed here up to quit. After quit, what is happening? We are having a slash n here. After slash n, again it is going to the next line. Cursor is going to the next line, and what will be printed there? Enter your choice slash c. What does slash c means? It means that the cursor is held in the same line. Okay, whenever you want to go to the next line, you are using a slash n. But now I am ending a echo comment here. Sorry, echo command. When you are ending an echo command, the cursor automatically goes to the next line. But I don't want the cursor to move to the next line. That is why we are using here slash c. Slash c means the cursor will be held in the same line, and enter your option will be printed. See here, enter your option will be printed, and the user is entering 3. Once the user enters 3, what is the 3 menu? See, 3 case, read the choice. Read choice means whatever you are entering here, that will be stored in this variable choice. Like C programming language, you do not require to declare any of the variables here. See, we were declaring int choice, no, in C programming language, but here you do not require anything to be declared. Directly you can use those variables. Read choice means whatever you are entering, that will be stored in this variable choice. So case is a keyword. Dollar choice, what does dollar choice mean? It means the value of that variable choice. If I say only choice, it means the name of that variable. If I say dollar choice, it means it is the value of that particular variable. So it is dollar choice. In where you are going to match this value of choice, you're going to match in pattern 1. See, now here we have entered 3. So is 3 matching with this pattern 1? No, it is going for the next one. See, semicolon means it is going to end there. Huh? It is going to end that particular pattern. Now I am entering 3, 2 and 3 not matching. So we are going for the next one. That is 3. 3 and 3 are matching? Yes, they are matching. So what I have to do? Execute the date command. So once the date command is executed, so what we are having? See, date is printed. Day, date, year, and the timing, this is printed. So this is how the, and finally we are ending this one, escape, sorry, ESAC, like this we are going. This is one small program which we have studied, just have revised because we are going to use this case again in further examples also, that is why. So like this we can match the multiple patterns also, we can match the wildcards also, all of them is done. So today we are going to study something about the while loop. So what do you mean by a loop? Till now we have studied about the conditions. If condition we have studied, we have studied about the if condition we have studied, then we studied about the next one, that is case conditional statements. Now we are going to study about the loop. What do you mean by loop? It is straightforward, displayed on the screen. Loops allow you to perform same set of instructions repeatedly. Loops allow to execute the same set of statements repeatedly until some condition is true. So now we are having here we are having three types of loops here in Unix file systems. We are having three types of loop. One is while, next is until, and another is a for. So these are the three types of loops. While and for are similar to each other, and for is a different one. Let us start with the while. So what is the syntax of a while? So while condition, you are giving a condition here. If the condition, while this condition is true, do is a keyword, and after do whatever you are writing, that is the body of the loop. After finishing the body of the loop, you are having a done. Okay, so this is the syntax. We are having a while keyword followed by a condition. That condition can be anything. You can write using the test statements or the rectangular bracket. We have studied no about test statements. We can write test followed by the condition whatever we want to check. Otherwise, instead of using a without using a test, you can directly use the square brackets and you can do it. So like this also you can do. Let us see a very short program here. Till this while condition is true, this part which is between do and done will go on executing again and again. Do, done, while, these are the keywords. While is a loop which is used to execute the same set of statements until this condition is true. So the statements which are written in between do and done are executed repeatedly. So that is what the this while statement is going to do now. So when this while statement will check the condition, so when the last statement in this body of the loop is reached, then again the condition is checked. So let us see a very small example here. So what we example we are doing here is, we are recording the name of the code and its description. Code and description of a medicine. Code and description of a medicine is being recorded again and again by using a while loop. Now let us see first word. These are all the comments except the first line. Then what we are going to do here is, we are using a variable called as answer equals y. Answer equals y. This initial value of this variable answer is set to y. Y means yes, n means no. Okay, so we are going to set this answer is equal to y. Initially it is yes. Then while in the bracket we are writing here, so in the bracket means it is just like using a test bit. So we have seen what is test, no? Test is used for checking the condition. So instead of using the complete variable word test, we are using this rectangular brackets. In the previous classes we have seen, so these rectangular brackets have been used for testing a condition. What condition we are just testing here? Dollar answer. What does dollar answer mean? Dollar answer means it refers to the value of this variable answer. What is the value of the variable answer? It is y. The value of this variable answer is y. So dollar answer means y equal to y. If the value of this answer is equal to y, means if it is yes, then what you are going to do echo enter the code and description slash c. I have explained what is this slash c few minutes ago. So enter the code and description, and that you are going to redirect to the device slash tty, means the terminal. This to this directory you are going to store whatever the result you are going to get. Enter the code of the code and description. So what is read code description? Code is one variable, description is also another variable. These two are not a single word, they are separated with a slash. So it will be, the shell is going to treat code as one variable, description as another variable. You can see that there is no comma used, but still these two are treated as different variables. Next line, echo dollar code dollar description, and we are using a double uh, chevron symbol. This we have studied, no? Double chevron symbol. What do you mean by chevron symbol? Here we are going single, we are using, here we are using the double. Single if you use, what does it mean? It is going to redirect into this terminal. Okay, it is going to overwrite to this directory. Whatever the data we are giving here in echo, that is going to be overwritten in this directory. But what about this double greater than symbol? This double greater than symbol means it is the appending symbol. Here you see comment is there, no? Append a line to the new list. Here means overwriting the complete file. This means it is a appending. Whatever you are going to echo, whatever you are going to echo, first that will be displayed on the screen. Apart from displaying that data on the screen, that data will be also stored in this new list. How it will work is, once this symbol is encountered by the shell, this new list file will be opened, and whatever code and description is there, that description will be appended to this new list. So whenever this echo command is being executed, this new list file will be opened and written and then closed. Every time this echo statement is executing, this new list file will be opened, the code and description will be appended, and again it will be closed. Suppose if the while loop is running for 50 times, means you are entering 50 times yes. When you are entering 50 times y, that is yes, then this file will be opened for 50 times. This file, new list file, will be opened for 50 times, the data will be appended, and it will be closed for 50 times. So this is what is happening in this line. So next line, echo enter any more. It is asking whether you want to still enter the code and description of another other medicines. It is asking in the form of yes or no, and that answer is again redirected to the terminal directory. TTY means terminal directory. Okay, so what we have done here, first we have taken the code and description of a first medicine. That data is stored in code and description. Then next what we are doing here is whatever value of code and value of description we are having, that those values we are redirecting and also storing it into a file named as new list. After doing this, we are asking the user, do you want to enter still more code and description of the medicines in the form of enter any more y slash n question mark. So you are going to enter y or n. Y indicates yes. Yes means what? You are going to again go enter the code and description. N means it will stop asking the code and description. Okay, it will stop asking code and description. So whatever n and y the user is entering, that will be stored in this variable anymore. Read anymore. So enter any more code and description. So yes or no. If it is, so if it is a yes, then again this code will be executed. If it is no, so it will stop. How it will stop, let us see. So now here I am entering, suppose I am entering yeah y. So that y will be stored in this variable anymore. Case anymore. So now I want to check no whether the entered uh, uh, command. So the enter whatever data you are entered here, that is y, whether it is yes, whether it is n, or whether it is no. See, yes or no, y slash n I have written here. But sometimes user what happens, he will overlook this. Means he will not see whether I have to enter a single character or I have to enter the complete yes and complete no. Suppose if he enters yes, that yes is not there here. I want only y and n. So to match that yes and y, we are using this case. Okay, we are matching the value of this anymore. So whatever you are entering y or n, that is stored in this variable anymore. So the I am matching the value of anymore in y star. Y star means starting with y. After that we are having any number of characters. Star means it is a wild card. What it is matching, it is matching yes. What does star match? Just tell me, what does star match? Star is a wild card. What does it match? You can drop the answer in the chat box. Yes, fast. What does the star matches? It is a wild card. It is used for pattern matching. I have given you the clue now. You should be giving me the answer. It matches nothing or everything. Yes, very good. It is matching nothing or everything. It means that it matches zero or more occurrences of something. Star is matching zero or more occurrences of something or characters, you can say. So after y, it is not matching anything, or it may match everything. Like what if you have written y, then it will match only this small letter y. If you have written capital letter y, then it is matching only this capital letter y. Now suppose if you have written small yes, you have written like this, you have written yes, then it is going to match the first pattern here. What is that? yes. Y is starting. After starting character y, anything can be matched. Es is also matched here. What is this symbol? Pipe symbol. Pipe symbol we have studied, no? Logical symbol we have studied, no? Or this, anything will be matched. Any one of this will be matched, or either this will be matched. It will accept yes or y. It will accept capital yes or capital Y. So if any of this is matching, then answer is equal to y. Okay, we are telling that answer is equal to y. If no also same thing, it is also matching small n o or capital N o. So it is, anyone is matched, then answer is equal to n. If you are not entering yes, no, why, n. Apart from these four choices, if you are entering anything, it means as yes. Okay. If you are entering yes, then also it is yes. If you are not entering anything, then also it is yes. If you are entering no, then it is considered as no. So these are the options. So if you are entering a yes, it is considered as yes. Why? Answer is equal to why. If you are not entering anything, then also the answer is considered as why. So if you are entering a why, then what happens now? This case is over. After this case is over, we have reached the last statement of the while statements here, because do and done. Done means it is a completing while, but now I have reached after finishing this case, I have entered into I have reached the last statement of while. Whenever you are reaching the last statement of any loop, the control is transferred back to the condition now here. Now suppose I've entered n. If I've entered n, answer is equal to y. It is checking answer is equal to y. But what is the value of my answer? N. So this condition becomes false. When this condition becomes false, done will be executed. So like this, let us see the output here. Hope all of you have understood the program. What we are doing in this program? We are reading the code and description of a medicine many number of times. So how we are reading? S, Y and N. This is same thing as when you go to an ATM, when you finish one transaction. Suppose you wanted to withdraw some money. So after withdrawing some money, it will ask you, no, do you want another transaction? And that also will ask like yn. If you press y, it will go for again displaying the options. If you press no, then what it will display? Thank you for using this ATM. So like this it will be displayed, is it not? Same format is used here also. So let us see the output here. The name of this program is emp5.sh. This is a shell program. That is why .sh is the extension. emp5.sh. So I am executing here emp5.sh. So when I am executing, so first what will be done? First, which is the executed statement here, echo. Enter the code and description will be displayed. Now enter the code and description is displayed. So the code, this 03 is stored in this variable code analgesics. This analgesics will be stored in the variable description. Code is 03, analgesics is stored in description. And this code and description are copied into a file new list. Till here the program has been executed now. What is the next line? It is asking me enter any more. So it is telling enter any more. Y or N? The user has entered a Y. It means the user wants to still enter the code and description. So after that what it is doing? See, when it is a Y, when it is Y, again it is checked here. Answer is equal to Y. Yes, it is Y. Then it is going inside again. Enter the code and description will be displayed. See here. Enter the code and description. Now I am entering here code 4 and antibiotics. This 4 is stored in variable code and antibiotics is stored in this variable description. After that what we are doing? We are displaying the value of code and description on the screen. Also we are uh, redirecting, appending it into the new list file. So once the new list file is appended, then again we are going for enter any more. This will be displayed. See, enter any more, Y or N. Now the user has just pressed the enter button. So it is not Y or it is not N also. So it is not matching Y, it is not matching N. It is matching the last option. See, other than Y or N, it means that it is yes. Okay. If it is a Y, then it is a yes. If it is not Y, not N, then also it is considered as yes. So now here it is considered as yes again, Y again. Why? Next answer is why? Yes, because I've just entered here. I've not entered anything. If you do not enter anything also, then it is considered as yes. That is why. Then again it will ask enter the code and description. So it is 5 OTC drugs. So this is the description. OTC drugs is the description and 05 is the code of this medicine. This will be displayed on the screen, plus it will be copied in the new file list, sorry, new list file. Then next, enter anymore. Now the user is entering n here. What does n mean? Answer is equal to n. Now anymore means the anymore, whatever whatever the data is entered here. Now I have entered n, no, this n is stored in anymore. So now anymore in, now n I am having, it is matching the second one. So answer is equal to n. Now compare, answer is equal to y, false. What is the value of answer now? It is n. N is equal to y, false. Since it is false, the control will come out of this while loop, done will be executed. This will complete the program. Okay, so now see here we have entered three codes and description. 03 analgesics, 04 antibiotics, 05 OTC drugs. This was displayed all on the screen also, plus it was appended to the file new list. So when I display the contents of the new list, see here, cat new list. Cat is used to display the contents of a file. So cat new list means, so it is displaying like this. It is displaying the analgesics, antibiotics and OTC drugs. So this is how the while loop is working. It is executing the same sets of again statements again and again till the complete program or the while loop becomes false. Okay, now here one more modification you have to keep in mind, consider here is, see I told you that whenever this echo line is executed, so many number of times new list file is opened, copied, closed, opened, copied, closed. See, opening and closing a file requires more amount of, first of all it requires more amount of time. Next, what it is, when you are opening a file, many variables are related to that file. Like the file descriptor is related. File descriptor means what? It is pointing to the current location in the file. That file descriptor. Handlers, those are handler called as handlers. You have to have anything, no, to open and close. So different file handlers will be involved, and we have to store the status of that files, means what are the attributes of that files. Lot amount of memory is also invested. So now we can avoid this opening and closing of this new list file every time this echo statement is executed. How we can do that is, once all the complete program is executed, when you are having done, so when you are using a done, that time you can redirect the output there, like example here. Okay, sorry, like example here, done new list. Okay, once the complete program is executed, fully finished, full that time, done new list, instead of having a new list with the double chevron symbol in this echo statement, it can be used with the done. Done, greater than symbol, that is single chevron, and a new list means after completion of this complete block of code, only once the file is opened and the data will be closed, data will be stored into it. So like this one modification you can consider. Okay, this is how. Next, using file to wait for, sorry, using while to wait for a file. What we are doing here is, we can use this while statement with the file corrections also. With the file names as the arguments you can use. Suppose you want to read a file. When you want to read the contents of the file, first that file should be created. Is it not? First that file should be created. Once the file is created completely, then only that file can be read. So here is one small program in which you can use a file loop while and wait until the file is created and read option is assigned to it. Once the read option is assigned, then you can go on reading that file or you can execute that file here. For that we are using a monetfile.sh. Monetfile.sh is a file which is waiting to read the contents of invoice.lst. Okay, this monetfile.sh, this program is reading the contents of invoice.lst. Invoice.lst is can be read after finishing its completion means when the creation is completed, when you completely create a file, that time only you can read the file. So here what we are using, that we are using the while with the file. Here we are waiting for a file. While loop is used to wait for a file. Minus r option with the file list. What does minus r option say? Minus r option means whether the file is readable. Not minus r means not readable. Till the file is not readable, while the condition is true. What is this true? Not readable. When you are creating a file, it is in a not readable state. When you are creating a file, that file is in not readable state. Okay, so this one not readable, not of minus r invoice dot lst do sleep 60. What it is doing, it is waiting for 1 minute. Okay, it is waiting for 60 seconds, you can say. So it is waiting for 1 minute. After 1 minute, again it is going to execute the next statement. What is next statement? Done is there. So we have reached into the last statement here. So again the condition control is transferred to the condition. What's the condition here? Not of minus r means this invoice dot list is not readable. If this condition is true, again it will wait for a minute. So this goes on continuing till when this till this condition will become false. When this condition will become false, this condition will become false only when the invoice.lst is completely created. Invoice.lst is completely created and read and execute permissions are given to this invoice.lst. So when it is completely created, that time not readable, this condition will become false. When this condition will become false, done is executed, and we are going for the next statement. In the next statement, what we are having? alloc.pl. What we are doing? Execute this program after exiting the loop. Alloc.pl is executed after this loop is over. So like this, we are going to use this while loop with the files also. Till the file is completely created, we are waiting. How we are waiting? We are using a sleep command. Sleep command, after every 60 seconds, it is going on checking the permissions of this invoice.lst, whether it can be read or not. So like this, it is going on checking. So this is how while loop will work with the file for waiting. Suppose you want to do the set up an infinite loop. How do you set up an infinite loop here? While of 1, it is an infinite loop. In C programming I am saying, okay. While of true, this is also an infinite loop. Like that, you can set up a infinite loop in this Unix file system also. How do you do that? Just keep the condition as true always. Okay. Whatever condition you are having, no, here while, this condition should be true. So what I'm doing here, while true. Simply I'm writing while true. So what it means, that this condition is always true, and this while loop will be executed again and again infinitely. It is going to execute again and again infinitely. What this short block of code is doing here is, it is going on checking the free disk space available, and that free disk space will be uh, displayed on the screen after every 300 seconds. After every 300 seconds, that file will be displayed, whatever the disk is free or not, its details, that will be displayed. Let us see how. While true means this condition is true always. While it is true, what you are going to do here? You are going to df minus t. What is df? It is displaying the free space of the disk. It is displaying the free space of the disk. It will display the free space of the disk. Then it is sleeping for 300 seconds. Sleeping means it is going to wait for 300 seconds. So after waiting for 300 seconds, again you are going for checking the condition. So it is again true. Then when it is true, again the details of the free disk space is displayed. Then again wait for 300 seconds. Then again display, same thing will be done. But now I want to close this infinite loop. How do you close this infinite loop? By using a kill dollar question exclamation. Kill dollar exclamation is a command which is used to stop the working of infinite loop. Kill dollar exclamation. Kill dollar exclamation is used for stopping executing the infinite loop. So this is how an infinite loop can be set up. So this is how we are using a while loop. So we have another type of loop that is called as a until. So this while loop executes the body of the while statement until this correction till the condition is true. While loop execute the body of the loop till the condition is true of a while statement. What does this until do? Until is a while, again it is a loop statement. Until is a loop statement wherein it is going to execute the body of the loop till the condition remains false. If the condition becomes true, it will exit. It is just opposite of this while statement. While statement is going to execute the body of the loop till the condition is true. If the condition becomes false, then the control will come out of the while loop. But this is exactly opposite in this until loop. Until executes the body of the loop till the condition is remains false. Once the condition becomes true, then that loop will be executed. So this is the only the very small difference between a while and until looping statements. Both of them work in the similar manner. One is executing till all the condition is true, one is executing till the condition is false. So this completes the two types of loops here. Finally we are going for the last type of loop, that is the for loop. So what is this for loop? How we are using? What is the for loop? For loop we have used in other programming languages. This for loop is also used to execute the same set of statements for a fixed number of times. Okay. Then what is the syntax here? So the syntax is for a variable. So we are not going to increment, we are not going to decrement the value like we had for I equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. Each time we are going on incrementing the value. Is it not? Here we are not going to increment, we are not going to decrement. Just we are going to compare the variable in the list. List may be an array, it may be a command or anything. So now let us see here what is the syntax. For variable in list, we are going to match this variable in the list whatever is provided and execute the statements. If this there is no true condition, false condition, nothing is there in this one. Just we are, this variable is matched with a list and the this loop is executed. So the loop is executed for how many times then here? Loop is executed until all the values in the list are over. Once the value in the list are over, then the while loop will be exited automatically. Let us see with the example for the better understanding. Here also we are having do and done. Do and done means once this for loop is taken the first element of this list, it will do, and done means it will finish. Like that we are going to execute. Example here. Okay. So now you can see here for file, for variable. Okay. For you can see here for variable. What is my variable here? Variable is file. Okay, in the list, what is the list? List contains chapter 20, chapter 21, 22, 23. So this is the list here. Then for this file will take one variable at a time. First file value will become chapter 20. Next time when executing, file value will become chapter 21. Next it will become chapter 22, then 23, then finish. So like this, for the first time when I am executing, the value of this file will be chapter 20. What we are doing here? cp $file dot back. Cp command, it is used for copying the contents of the command from source to destination. Source to destination means source is here $file. For the first time execution, the file takes the first value or a first element in the list. This is the list now. Chapter 20, 21, 22, 23. This is a list. The first element is chapter 20. For the first time, this chapter 20 will be stored in this file. So $file means chapter 20 and $file dot back. So $file means what it is? Chapter 20 dot back. It will be changing. Means it is copying the $file into another file whose name is $20 dot back. Then file dollar file is copied to dollar file dot back. What is dollar file? It is chapter 20. So what will be displayed? Chapter 20 copied to chapter 20 dot back. Chapter 20 copied to chapter 20 dot back. Now we have reached with the last statement. Again it is going for the beginning. So file in this one chapter 21, for the second time the value of this file will become chapter 21. So chapter 21 dollar file means it is chapter 21. 20 contents of this chapter 21 will be copied into file dot back, that is chapter 21 dot back, and it will be displayed also. So here chapter 21 copied to chapter 21 dot back. Like this all the four files will be copied: 20, 21, 22, 23. Finally what will happen? All the elements in the list are over. There are four elements in the list: 20, 21, 22, and 23. All the four elements will be over. When all the four elements will be over, this for loop will be exited and done command will be executed. So like this the for statement is going to work. Then this list, there are different ways of providing this list. So the list can be provided as the variables itself. We are having different variables: home variable, path variable, mail variable. Like this we are having different variables. So what we are doing for variable in path, so name of the variable here is var. In path means for the first time variable path will be displayed. Path of this variable will be displayed. Next, home path of this variable will be displayed. Then mail of this variable will be displayed. See, do echo dollar $var. So whenever path is displayed, what is its path? Bin is its path. What is its home? See here, bin, user bin. So this is the path of this variable var. Next, what is the home? Home is nothing but it's slash home slash local slash bin. This is the value of this dollar home. Then it is displaying for the third time mail. What is the path of this mail? The path of this mail will be displayed like user bin, something like this. It will be displayed. So like this the variables can be taken from the list, can be taken from the variables also. Next we can have a command also. Means instead of directly displaying the variable names like chapter 1, chapter 2, these variables can be stored in some file and that file name can be given. See here, for file in a cat list, what does cat, see this is cat is a command. So it will display the contents of C list. So once the contents of C list is displayed, the file will take one variable from that C list. Then it can take from the wildcards also. See, file in star.htm, star.html. So this file variable is matching any of these names. Star means anything, but it is ending with the extension .htm. It means here wildcards are used, no? So that we can take this value of these variables from the wildcards also. Then it can take from the positional parameters. What are positional parameters? The parameters which are given in the command line argument. So now here see emp6.sh 23451265 Jai Sharma 4379. These are the command line arguments. So this it can be taken, the positional parameter value can be taken by using this dollar. This will be seen tomorrow. I have to explain this program. Okay, so we'll see this tomorrow. Please don't exit. I will take the attendance. Rohit Malge present.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Samiksha. Samiksha Gaude. Not there. Abhishek Korki.
Present, ma'am.
Kanksha. Alfia. Alfia not there. Aniket. Aniket not there. Archita there. Sumaya there. Bhakti is there. Digambar. No Digambar. Digambar, why is not attending classes? Vijay is there. Gangadhar. No Gangadhar. Gauri. Yes. Geeta is not there. Amay is there. Amma is also not there. Nandini is there. Neeta, not there. Padma Bhushan there. Pranali. Vaibhav is there. Yes. Pranali. Sakshi. Sakshi Pawar. Sakshi Pawar is there? No. Sakshi Pawar, no. Pranali is there. Pratmesh. Pratmesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Rushikesh Mukte. Yes, Patil is there. Puja Patil is there. Sakshi Banna is there.
Yes, ma'am.
Sanvi. Sanvi is not there. Sandeep Hubballi. Sandeep, are you there? No. Sandeep is not there. Shashank Patil. Not there. Shivani. Shubham.
Yes, ma'am.
Shubham Hubballi. Not there. Sita. Soumya.
Yes, ma'am.
Saurabh Gaste. Not there. Suraj Devarde. Tejaswini Jabal. Patil. Ujjwala. Vani. Vani Shastri. Not there. Vishwajit. Not there. Vinayak.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Chinmay and Shashank Kulkarni.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. All of you can leave the meeting.
Yes, ma'am.